For decades, Hollywood played this really high-stakes, kind of cruel game, didn't it, with shifting body ideals?
Oh, absolutely. It felt like every few years, the entire standard just slipped.
Yeah, big bust, then suddenly flat was in. Then this wave of like mandated body positivity hit.
But that underlying pressure, the relentless push to be ultra thin, that never really went away, did it?
Not at all. And then, well, then the game changed completely.
Right. Technology suddenly delivered what looked like the ultimate cheat code. A pharmaceutical fix promising transformation without all the grueling effort.
The whole industry just seemed to hold its breath, didn't it? Like, okay, here's the quick fix we've all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
But just as this trend was really picking up speed, swinging that cultural pendulum like violently back towards the ultra slim look,
Yeah.
a former teen idol steps up. And she wasn't holding a prescription. She was holding a very public warning.
Yeah.
She basically told the world society was chasing ultra slim everything. And, well, she was getting off that ride.
Wow. And just like that, the battle lines were kind of drawn, weren't they?
Yeah.
Between like instant results and maybe long-term well-being.
Exactly. Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and those viral influencer scandals that everyone's talking about.
From red carpet surprises to social media controversies. Yeah, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Today, we're diving into what we're calling the Tisdale Thesis, that unexpected cultural diagnosis Ashley Tisdale delivered.
And how it brutally exposed just how fragile maybe that whole body positivity movement really was.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's unpack this. Our first headline for you. The former Disney star who said no to the jab and defined her empire.
Yeah, and this wasn't just some, casual comment she made. This was fall 2025. Ashley Tisdale publishes My Honest Thoughts on Ozempic.
Right, on her own platform by Ashley Frenshe.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how the media immediately picked her up as this, like, countercultural voice. And you have to ask why, right?
Well, her background is kind of perfect for it, isn't it? Her credibility is just rooted in this extreme candor she's shown over the years.
Totally. I mean, she's a 40-year-old mother of two now. Her whole wellness brand, Frenshe, it's built on radical honesty.
She's talked openly about struggles with anxiety, alopecia, postpartum body changes, even negative plastic surgery experiences. She really monetized the struggle, not some magic solution.
And that's the strategic brilliance, isn't it? Her entire brand is fundamentally based on process, on self-care, on mental health maintenance.
Yeah.
If she had jumped on the Ozempic bandwagon, the quick fix drug,
It would have totally invalidated everything.
instantly, her whole business philosophy goes out the window. So rejecting the drug wasn't just personal, it was a calculated demonstration. She was championing the hard work over the shortcut.
It was like a live performance of her brand values in a way.
Exactly. A live performance.
And she started it so cleverly with vulnerability, admitting she was tempted, especially postpartum, asking herself, is everyone using Ozempic except me? That relatability is just golden.
Absolutely crucial. But then she grounds her rejection in this really deep personal philosophy. Bodies aren't meant to be static.
Mm-hmm.
She contrasts the drug with her own slow, gradual postpartum recovery.
Mm-hmm.
The yoga, the Pilates, getting 12,000 steps a day.
Hard work.
Right. And her choice shifts the whole conversation from just easy weight loss to this much deeper question, what am I actually chasing here?
She was also super careful, though, to put up what you might call a rhetorical firewall.
Yeah, how so?
She explicitly said she has zero judgment for anyone using the drug. She acknowledged, look, for people with type 2 diabetes or chronic obesity, these drugs are genuinely life-changing.
Okay, so she's drawing a very clear line.
A very clear line. Her critique was laser-focused, not on the legitimate medical use, but on the cultural pressure that pushes people who are already thin signing up for it.
Got it. So she's basically saying, stop looking for problems that aren't actually there.
Exactly. And Tisdale, she was reacting to something that had clearly been brewing behind closed doors for months. This pressure was real.
Right. The infamous Hollywood Whisper Network.
You got it. To really understand the pressures she pushed back against, we have to peek inside that network.
Okay.
And hey, if you're loving these kinds of Hollywood twists and deep dives, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even more stories coming your way.
Definitely hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so let's turn to the chaos the drug actually caused inside Hollywood. Headline 2, The Ozempic Confessionals. From Oprah's tool to Stephen Fry's vomiting.
Right. So maybe a quick bit on the medical side first, just briefly.
Yeah, good idea.
We're talking about GLP-1 agonists. Drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, they basically mimic a gut hormone.
Okay.
And the effect is they reduce appetite pretty significantly, leading to rapid weight loss. Often like 15 to 20% of body weight. It was hailed as, well, revolutionary.
But here's the catch. The thing that often gets lost in the buzz. These aren't a one-and-done cure. They require, essentially, a lifelong commitment. You stop taking them.
And the weight comes back. Almost invariably, according to the studies.
Right. So that whole easy solution narrative, it suddenly morphs into a story of long-term medical dependency, which is a very different thing.
A very different thing. And what's truly fascinating from a sort of cultural perspective is the contradictory celebrity ecosystem that sprung up around it.
It started as whispers, right? That was the initial phase. The jab. It was like the biggest open secret in LA. Nobody admitted it.
I hear whispers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then suddenly the floodgates just opened. And we got the full spectrum of experiences.
All at once. On one end, you had Oprah Winfrey. She championed her use of, well, she didn't name the specific drug, but a weight loss medication.
Right.
As a vital medical tool. She framed it as necessary to combat, like, the biological predisposition, freeing herself from a lifetime of weight-related shame, as she put it.
So she really gave it this stamp of legitimacy, a health management tool.
Definitely. But then you get the complete opposite end of the spectrum, people quitting because the side effects were just debilitating.
Yeah, like,
Comedian Amy Schumer said she just felt uncomfortable and unwell. And the actor and writer Stephen Fry, he reported feeling sicker and sicker, actually vomiting multiple times a day until he just had to stop.
Wow. Multiple times a day. That's intense.
Yeah. And then you had people like Sharon Osbourne, who kind of landed in this really ambivalent space.
How so?
She admitted she lost too much weight, more than she wanted to. She said, I didn't actually want to go this thin, but it just happened.
It sounds like the level of control was, well, maybe dangerously unstable for some users.
Yeah, that it just happened part is kind of chilling, isn't it? Like, the drug took over.
Exactly. And beyond just the physical side effects, the sheer popularity of the drug created this new, really toxic social side effect.
Ozempic speculation. Basically, any celebrity now who loses weight, whether it's postpartum or for any other reason, is immediately under suspicion.
Ah, right. Guilty until proven innocent, basically.
Pretty much. Look at Ashley Benson. She felt she had to publicly deny using the drug after her postpartum weight loss. She made a point of crediting her hard work.
And her statement really highlights this painful new reality, doesn't it? The drug's widespread use, it risks erasing or devaluing the genuine effort of diet and exercise for everyone else. Like, nobody believes you did it the hard way anymore.
It's a tough spot. Now, the celebrity drama is, always captivating.
Oh, yeah.
But Tisdale's real power, the core of her argument, was that this drug didn't just cause Hollywood drama, it exposed a massive cultural failure.
Right, one with dangerous, very real-world consequences, far beyond the Hollywood hills.
Exactly. Which brings us to our next section.
And later, we'll really get into the shocking fallout of this demand, like critical shortages for diabetic patients and the deadly rise of these shady online pill mills. Stay tuned for that.
Let's dive into that real-world fallout right now. The great regression to heroin chic and the crisis of fake needles.
Okay, so this is really Tisdale's core cultural diagnosis, isn't it? This is the part that seemed to resonate the most online.
Yeah. She said the cultural pendulum just swung violently backward. We had the 2010s, all this focus on body positivity, and now it's like we're back to chasing ultra-slim everything. Her words.
And people online really felt that. It felt like this traumatic echo of the 90s heroin chic thing.
Definitely triggered something. And it brought out this really cynical reaction too, didn't it? Like the idea that the body positivity movement was maybe all fake MO, as one user put it.
Yeah, that it was easily just tossed aside the moment a powerful new tool like Ozempic made that dominant thin ideal seem accessible again.
It's a harsh take, but you can see the point. It wasn't just a trend reversing. The drug's availability acted like this harsh cultural spotlight.
Guess so.
It sort of revealed that society's maybe latent preference for thinness hadn't really been resolved or dealt with. It was just waiting for a tech fix to let it reassert itself.
Wow, that's a pretty bleak view of things.
It is, and the surge in demand for these drugs, driven largely by cosmetic use and, social media pressure, it created this massive public health crisis, and an ethical one, too.
Okay, let's break that down. What was the most immediate consequence?
Critical supply shortages.
Mm.
We're talking about patients with type 2 diabetes, people who genuinely need this drug to manage blood sugar, reduce heart risk.
Yeah, they're actual lifelines.
Exactly. They were struggling to get their essential, sometimes life-saving medication because of all the off-label cosmetic demand. It's just awful.
It's fundamentally unfair.
Totally. And adding fuel to that ethical fire was the cost. It's expensive, right? Around $1,200 a month without insurance.
Oof. Yeah.
So that high cost created this dangerous, totally unregulated gray market, which led to the rise of these online pill mills.
Right, these telehealth operations just prescribing this stuff with minimal, sometimes zero, real medical oversight.
Yeah, often without even verifying a patient's starting weight or actual medical need, just handing out prescriptions.
That sounds incredibly risky.
It got worse. The danger compounded really quickly. The FDA had to issue urgent warnings about unapproved compounded semaglutide, basically knockoff versions.
Okay.
And when they seized and analyzed some counterfeit Ozempic pens, get this, investigators found that components, specifically the needles, were not sterile.
Not sterile. Oh, my God.
Oh.
That poses a massive risk of infection. Deadly risk, even.
Huge deadly risk to unsuspecting users just trying to get the drug cheaper online. It's terrifying.
So when you pull back, Tisdale's statement, her whole post, it really feels like a defense, doesn't it? A defense of a more maybe humane, patient, introspective approach to wellness.
Absolutely. She was championing the value of process, of mental health, over the allure of the quick fix.
And the huge public response, the fact that it resonated so much, it shows she didn't just voice an opinion. She crystallized this collective, really deep anxiety.
Yeah, what anxiety.
That feeling that in this new environment with these powerful drugs, with the constant judgment online, you just can't win. No matter what you do, you're going to be judged for it.
Yeah, you really can't win. That sums it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So the rise of these GLP-1 agonists, it kind of confirms that technology is always going to offer us these promises, right? The promise of effortless transformation.
Yeah, the temptation is always going to be there.
But that essential question Tisdale posed, first to herself, and now maybe to all of us standing here in this post-Ozempic landscape, it remains the hardest one to answer.
Which is?
What am I actually chasing?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the source material. We'll be here next time to dive even deeper into the stories shaping our world.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.